Couple Miller latte on a Tuesday.
Okay, we are here and we're starting off with breaking news because I don't know if you've heard this, but there's huge story in the NFL today. And Dan Quinn kept his job even after the weekend.
How? Like, how?
I don't know.
He should have been fired years ago. I went on my rant last week about this, and then it happened again.
Yeah. I don't understand what they're doing. They were shorthanded without Julio Jones, whatever, I don't care. Julio Jones doesn't play defense. They blew another fourth quarter lead on their owner's birthday.
Who does Arthur Blank owe money to, though? Like they gotta be shaving points. Like you know what I mean? Like,
it was the man's birthday. They did him like that. That's not right.
86, you said?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't think he's seen 87 at this rate. Like, there's no way his heart can take it.
No. His blood pressure is off the charts, and if I were him, I would have walked in the dressing room and gave him the Lane Kiffin treatment, and that man's not, you're out, boy. Like, you pay for your own Uber home. That's it.
Fuck Uber.
Yeah.
Like, you're walking. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, if you pay
don't even clean out your office. You're out.
If he pays for his own, you got a lot of, you got a lot of, you can't just deactivate his credit cards too.
Don't even let him out the team exit. Like, you have to go walk by our fans. They're not even allowed in here because they'd be disgusted if they were. Yeah. You can go walk by that fan exit and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be. I don't think he'd make it through. Does he make it to the bye week? I mean, their bye week is late. So we were looking at their schedule, and like this week they have Green Bay, and like that's kind of unfair.
I almost spit my beer as we were talking about this. Like,
yeah.
I almost spit it on Liam.
I mean, the best thing to look at if you're a Falcons fan is they're not going to blow a lead in the fourth quarter because they're not going to have it.
They won't get there.
Yeah.
So they're 0-4.
Yeah, and we were talking about this, and it's almost time, and I'm sorry to Matt Ryan, but we are putting Atlanta on the Trevor Lawrence watch list. And I'm not sure if they're going to win a game. How can they?
Well, I'm sure they could lose one more.
Well, they definitely can lose more, yeah. They might go 0-17. There's only 16 weeks.
They'll find a way. They'll lose on their bye week at this point.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't understand how the man has his job. It is what it is.
Can we talk about the Trevor Lawrence train, though? Like, this guy has been, like, in our 4 weeks now, 5 weeks. I think we have 5 different cities for him.
I hope he has a credit card that he gets mileage.
Because he's been traveling a lot lately.
Yeah. We had him in Jacksonville. We put him in New York. We put him in Carolina. We put him in Washington.
Then we put him back to New York again.
Yeah.
And now he's going to Atlanta.
Yeah. So the man's put some work in. And, enough about Dan Quinn and his mistakes. Let's move into the marquee matchup of the week, Monday Night Football. Was it what you thought it was going to be? Obviously not, because you picked the Ravens.
I picked the Ravens. Well, first off, Kalen picked the Ravens. I defaulted my pick, and that backfired horribly on me. I had Patty Mahomes on my fantasy team. Shout out to Dream. Haha, sucker.
That's what dreams are made out of.
Yeah. In his case, it was his nightmare.
Yeah.
He had a big lead going into it. Actually, I worked there, and I was like, the only way I win this game is if Mahomes puts up 50 points. That's when I left work on Sunday.
Yeah.
I guess the magic number was only 48, but he got it done.
Yeah, math has never been your strong suit, but hey, I'm happy for you. I'm happy you got the win.
Got me in the win column. I'm in the playoffs. Well, I'm one seed of the playoffs, which I got my title right there. I'm not too concerned with the points that I score.
I'm not touching that thing. Keep it away from me.
It's mine. We're going back to back.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the underdog story. The way I started out, I tied in week 2. How does that even happen? But I got my back in the win column, so I'm happy the way that it turned out for me. It sucked for my pick'em. But actually about the game, the Ravens, they can't play from behind. That run style just doesn't work. And
also, their defense looks like they might have used somebody that was like a veteran safety. I'm not sure.
Couldn't keep up?
Yeah. I'm not sure why they wouldn't have a guy like Earl Thomas on the field, but whatever happened in preseason happened, I guess. They definitely, I understand that people want to go down on the Ravens and they think that they're the best thing since sliced bread, but their defense got exposed. Understandably, the Chiefs are really good. The Ravens' run defense isn't as good as it looked, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, again, just can't break tackles unless he's in a 5-man box. But Patrick Mahomes is just a different level. I don't know.
He's pretty good at football.
He might be the only reason that Russell Wilson didn't get the MVP.
I don't know, like that whole Chiefs team, like they had a tough time at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then they figured out how to deal with the option. They started spying Lamar with Tyrann Mathieu, and man, that worked. That guy's awesome.
Yeah. Well, the Chiefs defense looked good, and their pass rush looked good, and naturally, the Chiefs are the team to beat in the AFC. I mean, they're the AFC champs, they're the Super Bowl champs, and it's hard to go against them. And a lot of people, like if you watch the broadcast, every single person on Monday Night Football picked against them.
Yeah.
And they're like the Chiefs were trolling them after the game. I mean, come on, how could you bet? How could everybody go against the Chiefs? I didn't, for example, and I won a bunch of money not doing it. So
That worked out well.
Yeah.
I was actually more thinking about like how non-involved Mark Ingram was in that offense.
once they fall behind, they just don't know what to do.
But even like when the game first started,
Yeah.
like you have a back that can punish people, wear people down, and I understand he's not flashy. He's not going deep. He's not making big runs. But you got to wear out that front four somehow.
Yeah.
And like it's a game of chess, not checkers. And they left their game plan of how they just abuse people and run with them. And I understand Lamar can run. He's fast. He's elusive. He's quick. But maybe you aren't the guy to run the ball every play.
Right. Well,
Hand that thing off.
I'll tell you what. If I owned Baltimore players in fantasy, which I really don't, but if I did, I'd be starting them this coming week because the team that they're going to run into is a first-place team, but they're about to walk into a buzzsaw. The Washington football team, I feel bad for them because no matter how bad the Ravens looked against the Chiefs,
They're going to
they don't lose back-to-back games.
and they're going to beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah, it's
They're
going to
going
be
to
bad.
it's a statement game.
They might not put it on TV. Yeah, I remember.
You can't televise murder.
I remember being in high school and we played a playoff game against CCH, and at halftime they turned the scoreboard off. That might happen in this game. It's going to get weird.
Just put up a 70 burger.
Yeah. They might have scored more than that. I'm not sure. They turned the scoreboard off. I have no idea. But it was weird. I know that.
Yeah, I know. Poor Washington.
Yeah. First place Washington, by the way.
Ooh, that's just a shit division.
So ugly.
Like, how do you play in a division that you're losing to a team just called the football team?
Yeah.
And like Dwayne Haskins, their quarterback. You said, I don't even who. You said Kyle Allen's a backup.
Kyle Allen has been the backup, and Alex Smith hasn't even been dressing.
Well, he only has one leg still. And I did say he'd be comeback player of the year, so that's kind of, I don't see it happening now.
Pat McAfee said that he has a hamstring for a calf. It's like, wow.
So yeah, all I know is there's no world of trouble.
Yeah. But, go into a division that isn't in a world of trouble, the NFC West. Now, there was two teams that we're pretty high on that lost this week, and I want to know if one of them is in more trouble than the other or if it's nothing to worry about, and that's the Cardinals and the Rams.
Well, I've been riding the Cardinals all year long. I'm on this Kyler Murray train, and
Yeah.
I was like, brother, I think they're going to go 5-0.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Detroit didn't like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if it was so much Detroit playing well as it was the Cardinals just not executing. Maybe they were reading their
hype.
press clippings and just didn't look good.
But like, yeah, it's it's tough. Like, I'm so high on them, and it's like I want to believe in them so much. Like that is a young team.
Well, yeah, I mean, and the Rams, who have a little bit of a pedigree behind them, they almost, like the Bills almost pulled a Falcons. And if it wasn't for a bullshit call at the end, they would have. I mean, the Rams would have won if it wasn't for that shitty pass interference call. And
You mean they didn't get one?
right?
Somewhere everyone in New Orleans is smiling right now.
Yeah, exactly. I guess everything evens itself out. I'm not too worried about either team. I think that both teams are in okay shape. I would prefer the Rams over the Cardinals right now, just from what I've saw watching. But, I mean, everyone's just playing for second place in that division because the Seahawks are going to win it.
Seahawks are winning the division, and the 49ers, they're winning with Nick Mullins.
I can't believe that.
Sorry, Jimmy G.
Yeah. I mean, is it just the quarterbacks are a product of their environment at that point?
Kyle Shanahan has done a lot in his career with not the best talent around him.
Yeah.
Except for when he had a great offense in Atlanta. I'll give him that.
Mm-hmm.
But, he's doing good things down there, and they run the ball amazing. One of the few teams that actually use a fullback properly.
Yeah.
And it changes it. And I'm gonna butcher somebody else's name here. I don't even. The kid they drafted in the first round, Brandon. Yeah, that was how exactly I was gonna say it.
Yeah.
He's emerging in and getting more involved in the offense. Debo should be back shortly. That defense is still great, even though, as much as they got banged up.
Yeah.
That being said, they beat up on 2 really bad New York teams. We'll see what happens when they play some real talent.
Yeah.
They played a Saquon-less Giants team, and the Jets are the Jets.
Right. But you got to beat the teams that they put in front of you, and that's they did that. So
we'll see what goes on with them. But yeah, they're definitely the second place team in that division still.
But we're pretty much in agreement that every team from that division right now is a playoff team.
Yeah, they're just playing for second place. Like, you're getting the wild card.
Yeah.
That Seahawks team is super dangerous.
But there's 2 teams out there that have got off to a shit start. And I want to know, is one of them more likely than the other to make the playoffs? And that's the Eagles, who are in a dog shit division, and the Texans, who start every year 0-3 and still decide to win the division. So which one to you is going to have a better chance of making the playoffs? They might not either make the playoffs, but which one has a better chance?
Like, everything in my mind and my body says I shouldn't pick the Eagles because, like, they're the Eagles.
Yeah.
But the Texans still have the Titans in the division, and that Colts team isn't that bad.
Yeah.
So it'd be a really tough road for them to climb. Carson Wentz, he's got to get better, right?
I don't know.
Like,
I was reading something this morning, and they said that Carson Wentz and Sam Darnold are the same person. Just people on the West Coast suck Sam Darnold's dick because he went to USC.
I mean, North Dakota State.
I guess there's no one out there committing fellatio.
Yeah. It's just, that division's so bad. Yeah. I think there's a chance they could get in.
Well, I'll tell you all the reasons why the Eagles have no chance to still get in and why the Texans maybe stand a little bit of a chance. The Texans are 0-3. The Eagles are 2-0-1.
0-2-1.
0-2-1, whatever.
Math. You used to make fun of me for that one.
Now, the Eagles still have to play the Ravens. They still have to play 2 games against Dallas, and they still have to play the Steelers. Now, the Texans, they've got their Ravens, their Steelers, and their Chiefs game out of the way already. Now, they're going to start getting into divisional matchups, and they're going to start playing some other teams from around the league. I feel like 9-7 is good enough to win that division, and I could see them finishing 9-4. The math works out.
Yeah, I get
it. The math works out. So I could see, I definitely see the Texans having a better chance than the Eagles. Now, with that being said, the Eagles are a half game out of first because they tied. So I don't know.
I read the craziest stat. Like, we talked about it before. And I just have to share this with other people. Carson Wentz is almost in Nathan Peterman status right now. And if you don't know who Nathan Peterman is, just please Google him. I've never seen a quarterback that bad in my life.
Yeah.
And Carson Wentz could be the next one there.
He's still rostered.
Yeah.
He plays.
He's
for the
getting
Raiders.
paid a lot more than Nathan Peterman.
Yeah.
If he was to throw 46 straight picks on 46 straight passes, he would be just ahead of Nathan Peterman.
Jesus. And you were saying Russell Wilson was in there somewhere, right?
Russell Wilson. Yeah, sorry. Russell Wilson threw 46 straight picks.
Yeah.
That's what it was. If Russell Wilson threw 46 straight picks on 46 passes, he'd be ahead of Carson Wentz in QBR ratings.
Yeah.
Like, that's how bad he is right now.
Yeah. Now, is there a quarterback out there? I know there's a quarterback out there everyone's concerned about. Drew Brees, they're saying he doesn't have any arm strength. The Saints offense is weak. Yeah, that's your division. What do you think?
I don't think there's anything wrong with Drew's arm.
I agree.
Yeah, you're 1-2, but you had a tough go.
Yeah.
Like, the game you won was like, the Bucs aren't bad. They're figuring it out.
You know what? I watched the Bucs game against the Broncos, and understandably, it's the Broncos. We'll get to the Broncos in a second, but I think that the Bucs defense might be onto something. And Antoine Winfield Jr., what a steal in the second round! Holy fuck, man, that guy can play.
Big Ten boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they beat a good Bucs team. They lost last week, and like that Packers team is out of this world right now.
Yeah.
Like, we're all high on the Seahawks coming out.
Falcons.
Yes. Like, we were really high on the Seahawks in the NFC.
Yeah.
We both are.
Yep.
That Packers team is right there.
They play each other at some point this year.
Yeah.
That's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, we're watching that one together.
Yeah.
beer might be had that day.
Yeah.
We got to get Train on the show for that one.
Yeah. Train, you're called out.
Yeah,
you're on the show for that one.
right.
Yeah. Nikki, let Train know he's on the show for that one.
Yeah. He has no social media, so that's up to his wife to let him know this happens.
So yeah, we're not worried about Drew Brees. We're not worried about that part of it.
They put up a stat last night. For the last 5 years, they just don't throw the ball deep. That's not how their offense works.
Yeah. Well, I agree. And
Mike Thomas isn't that deep threat anyway, so you're missing your best guy.
Yeah.
That's who your offense runs through.
He's supposed to be back this week. We'll see how the Saints do this week. We'll talk about our defensive exterminators and offensive pests. I think Chris Jones, anybody that watched Monday Night Football last night, Chris Jones ruined Lamar Jackson's life. And I'm pretty sure that Lamar Jackson had nightmares about him. And the way that guy came through and swatted the ball out of his hands, I don't know. I'm not sure that you go back out for the next year. Good for Lamar Jackson for continuing to go back out there. But, man, he was in trouble. So I'm picking Chris Jones.
I'm going Andy Priscilla, Arizona. His targets are slowly creeping up there. And I can promise you, if you do play fantasy football, no one probably has him.
No.
He's probably owning like less than 1% of the league. I'm sure he's going to be on everybody's board now.
Right.
4 catches, 2 touchdowns. And he's 7 for 9 on his targets the last 2 weeks. And he's 2 touchdowns last week, 7 yards a week before.
Right.
He's sneaking that Christian Kirk roll down in Arizona. Once again, I'm still high in Arizona. That's probably why I'm riding with him right now.
That's okay.
So I think that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
He did it sneaky. The other guy I would have said is Rex Burkhead.
Should we announce our news or no? We'll save it. We'll save it for next week. Yeah. We'll save our news for next week. We have big news for next week. For me, I want to ask the viewing audience and you, can I have a mulligan on the Broncos? Not because they're 0-3. I want to take that completely off the table. However, they have $53 million cash dedicated on their IR. That's Von Miller, AJ Boye, Cortland Sutton, Jarrell Casey. I mean, these are seemingly Pro Bowl players, and they're not playing. So I'm going to say I'm taking a mulligan on the Broncos. Do you accept my mulligan?
No. Because, honestly, actually, you know what? I'll give you a mulligan. But sometimes in golf, you fuck up twice.
Yeah.
So you're stuck with the Denver Broncos again.
Okay.
That's your mulligan pick.
All right. So it's like me putting. Got it.
Yeah, if I 3-putt here, I might be able to get a bogey.
Yeah, people ask me what my handicap in golf is. I tell them putting.
So yeah, no, I won't give you the mulligan. Maybe they will. They might be nicer than me.
Yeah.
That being said, we had one guy today said that he knows that we don't know what Google is.
Yeah.
So I don't see them being that nice to us about your mulligan.
Yeah. Fuck you, Tripod Austin.
He can do whatever he wants. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the Broncos, they have way too many injuries. Understandably, they're onto their third quarterback already. Not everyone can be the Steelers from last year. So, but keeping in mind, the Steelers last year, they also started 0-3, and then they got onto their third quarterback. They finished 8-8. So, that's a decent segue into another Thursday night barn burner between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Hold on to your seats, folks. This one is going to get real.
This shit just angers me.
We have Sam Darnold versus Brett Ripken? Billy Ripken? Something. Rippin? I know his last name is Rippin, whether it's Billy or Brett, whatever. I don't know.
I don't think his parents even care.
He played the fourth quarter. I watched the condensed tape on DAZN. I'm not sure if I can say DAZN if they're gonna copyright me or whatever, but
DAZN.
Yeah, fuck you, DAZN.
Another violation coming our way.
Yeah, stop.
Might be okay. I think we're okay.
Stop streaming out on me when I'm trying to watch TV.
Man, do you know what I mean? Last night watching DAZN. First off, I won't pay for cable, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Here I am in a fantasy battle, so I'm really into this game, and I'm sitting there watching the game. Next thing you know, phone lights up. I look over, NFL fantasy. Patrick Mahomes touchdown. Well, as happy as I am, they're still learning at the fucking ball yet.
Yeah.
Here I am sitting there I'm really enjoying this game. This is awesome.
Give yourself a turnover.
No. Oh.
Give your phone a quick turnover and enjoy yourself. Or just, You can come here if you want. I mean,
Yeah, I was so
You're welcome anytime.
rattled, man. Like
Yeah.
I was so pumped for that game, and like I wouldn't say it ruined it because it became a joke for me because I started texting my boy who I started kicking his ass.
Yeah.
And then he like said like we were in collusion.
Yeah. Which, Dream, we can tell you on camera. We are not in collusion. I offered you the same fucking trade. You turned it down.
So fuck you, Dream. You're a fuck you of the week. You know who's not a fuck you of the week though? Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Yeah, he went everywhere.
Yeah.
And then he announced today that his wife's pregnant. No kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we have our pick'em thing going on. I had a pretty good weekend. You had a dog shit weekend.
Yeah.
I parlayed some games that I picked on the show. Also made some money off it. That didn't suck. So I took a 2-game lead. So it's more likely now that Chad's going in Lake Erie. And when we start our Polar Bear fundraiser, we know everyone's going to be out there. I'm at 11-6. Chad's at 9-8. Just slightly over 500. So we got our Thursday night pick. Who are you going to take?
Fuck. Bring a coin out. I don't even know. Like, do I take the third string guy in Denver?
I'm
Or do I take
surprised
Adam
that
Gase?
you think that you could flip a coin and read what the top says.
I call Liam out. Liam. So Liam, answer this.
Yeah.
Like, do I take the third string in Denver? Do I take Adam Gase? I don't know what's worse.
I would say that just from watching, it looks like Adam Gase is very good at scripting the first 15 plays, and then he's shit after that. I'm assuming he's not their offensive coordinator. I don't know that to be a fact. So
I hope not.
he probably has a say to do with their game plan, but
Honestly, I'm gonna go Broncos. That's my closest you'll get to a mulligan for me.
yeah. I am also picking the Broncos because you told me I couldn't take a mulligan, so fuck you. The Broncos are going to win, and the Jets overall just suck. And
And then next we're putting Trevor Lawrence back on the map, going back. He's going
Yeah.
back to Manhattan.
yeah, there's a bunch of teams fighting for Trevor Lawrence right now, and the Jets are definitely one of them. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if the Broncos were another one, because I like Drew Lock, but if John Elway has a chance to take Trevor Lawrence, like there's no way he's
Yeah,
passing.
John
him.
Elway is taking that guy.
Yeah, so that's where we're at.
I don't know. I think we should make a new poll though.
Okay,
Like we like to bet against each other. We're both competitive.
why not?
Price is right rules.
Okay,
You can't be over.
okay.
Close to the highest bid, we'll go over. When is Dan Quinn fired? We're going into week 4.
I'm saying that he's going to be fired the Monday after week 17.
You're going black money. You're giving the whole season, eh? So you can't go over. So you're aware of that.
Yeah.
As long as he gets fired this year. All right. I was going to say week 6.
Okay.
I think they won't fire him after Green Bay. They won't do him like that.
So if they lose to Green Bay and then lose to Carolina, you think he's done?
If they lose to Carolina, he has to be done. I don't even care if they beat Green Bay, which they won't.
Right.
If he loses to Carolina, no, they're out.
All right. And then what's the bet?
I don't know. We got to think of that one, though.
You came up with it. So
I know. I just think as we're talking, I saw it. I was like, I have a great idea. I didn't think he completely threw. Made some poor life choice in my life. Kind of sums up a couple
Liam,
years.
what do you think? We should get him a stupid tattoo?
Let's leave it up to the audience to decide. We'll
Okay.
take the best comment.
No tattoos. I already got one bad one, though.
Yeah.
Best comment, and Chad has to do it.
Deal. And we'll just say if he doesn't get fired after week 17, then the thing's a wash, right? So
Yeah.
it doesn't happen at the end of the season anyway, even though we know it's not going to happen after week 6 because that doesn't make any sense. But I'm all about it.
Yeah, there's no way he makes it to week 17. Like, he's not making it the whole
Okay.
season.
Yeah, but I would win if
He makes it to week 17, yeah.
No, but if you pick 6, you can't go over. So
No,
if he
no.
gets fired in week 7, then I win.
It's the closest to the 5.
But you
Have you
can't
ever
go
watched
over.
The Price is Right?
But you can't go over.
But if he is not fired this year and goes into next year, you also lose.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I said.
No.
That's what I was saying.
None of you watch The Price is Right.
I don't think that you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were... it's the closest to without going over. So if he gets fired in week 9, I pick week 6, I'm under it. You're still
went
over
over
it.
you.
Yeah, you're over.
No, yeah, actually, he's right.
Thank you, for once.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
anytime this season, Chad.
Anybody out there who watched The Price is Right, please send Shane the rules.
Yeah. Fuck you, Drew.
Yeah,
Carey.
you. First off, you didn't ever stay home with Bob Barker in the morning, call in sick to school?
No, man.
Oh, I noticed. Anyways, guys, figure out a bet for us. Explain to Shane the price is right. So we're getting heated. Liam had to chime in, and he was wrong the first time.
I was wrong the first time.
Anyways, though, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, we're all there, man. Check it out. We've loved the interaction on Instagram and Facebook, so thanks. Keep it up, guys. And on that, man, cheers, Shane.
Absolutely.
Week 4 starting.
Naked, you're in a position to win.